Good morning. So I'm here to do some arranging, and I'm gonna write on this chart on "Let Go," Imogen Heap composition with Guy Sigsworth, and it's from Frou. So last night or yesterday, I guess, I got done a decent portion of the chart. And let's see. Basically, I got through I wrote the bass part in its entirety, essentially just transcribing from the original for starters. And then now, and I did most of the vocals up until, let's see, second verse, put it in the, put the second verse in the ensemble. Excuse me, allergies or something. And put a solo. Lordy days. Put a solo on the second pre-chorus or channel with the ensemble. In the doing backgrounds in that spot as well. So that's where we were, and then I copied we did the same chorus from the first time through, and I think that's it. What I stopped at is this hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, hey, which I think I'm going to listen to the original, but we might be able to get this done in, it might be a two-part, or like a two-group thing, like sopranos together, altos together, doing some rhythmic hits. So let's listen to that section. Oh, you did an arrangement of this on class? No kidding. Did it happen to be a girl's chart? Because if it is, you can send it to me and I'll just call it my chart. Did you do a cappella as well? Or this one, of course, is going to be a rhythm section chart, but that's cool. I'm glad it's a good tune. It's a really good tune. Well, what'd you do with Hey Ya Hey? So I'm thinking like 2 and 2 here is the goal here. Although let's see, what they might do is split apart. So this first Hey Ya Hey 8 bars in Imogen's 7-part acapella. Cool, right on. In her original, she splits this, and you hear these background hey ya hey, not backgrounds, but secondary part hey ya heys coming in after the first 8 bars. So I'm wondering if I might hey ya hey, and just play sort of play these against one another. If I do that, I could do it like this. Let me just go listen to that section real quick and remind myself what I can't hear anything come out of this, which is very strange. Huh. Why can't I hear that? Oh, there. Oh, yeah, used gotcha. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that makes sense. Lovely. Yeah, I'm going a little more strict Immy on this one. And I really like Bialy's stuff though. Cool. Yeah, actually. Let go. So I was thinking about having this section be bigger But actually, that kind of happens a little later. So I might go ahead and agree with Imogen's interpretation of this, the way she presents this, and go not elaborate here, but I might simplify this section here. So that goes. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So okay, so let me work on Yahe Yahes. Let's see. So let's start this with writing it in the grand staff, and gosh, I think I can get away with all this staying in the grand staff if I'm going to split it in this way. Yeah, this is going to be okay, actually. So I don't need to go polyphonic with all this material. So let me throw this in, because I think I'll do different rhythmic hits in the altos here. I just want to say I love your charts so much. I graduated from Mayfield Secondary. Oh, cool. High school, and was in magnetics, jazz choir. Ah, man. Awesome, man. And we love doing your songs. Well, I appreciate it, Jay. That's super cool. Yeah, man, I've known about your school's program for a long time. Really, it's a pretty good tradition back there of excellence, I know. So well done. Well done to you. That's really cool, and so cool to see that you're writing. I hope you're still doing some vocal jazz arranging. So you just graduated. I see. So yeah, you just got out of college. So you're headed to I said out of college, high school. So you're headed to college somewhere. Maybe I might imagine. Are you studying music? That's super cool, Jade. Thanks for introducing yourself. That's awesome. So let's see. So what's this? So we're gonna let me try. I just need to find some. Thankfully, since it's not all just the lower notes. Some of these are the higher notes from here in this earlier section, just in a couple spots. So I think, yeah, the rhythmic. Yeah, I'm just gonna do like hey, 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 yeah. Yeah, and I'll hold over. Oops. I'll cut it off on 3. Let's see. Let me try. But I always say I want to go to Humber for vocal jazz. Yeah, cool. This year we did Magnolia, and I had the first solo. Oh, nice. We did Green Garden, Can't Make You Love Me. My goodness. But I do love what she does. No, I got you. I do love what she does in that section. Watch one of her versions. It was very open and haunting. Awesome. Yeah. Let me put this on. Yeah, I'll just hit these like this, and then and let's see, will this work again? good. And then this needs to match with the harmony, so it might not be exactly the same as we go to 2 parts here. Listen, I'll just do this same rhythm here. It'll lock in. Try. Not quite sure about that one. Maybe I'll keep this down here. We'll crunch that. 2, 3. Yeah. Tie it over. Oh, wait, that's not quite it. Wait, what did I do wrong? Oh, yeah, duh. Silly. Having big Sibelius problems this morning. And we'll let them just sing this together. Does this work to repeat? In that case, I'll write some syllables in. Hey. Capital hey, because, you know, beginning of a sentence, I guess. Yeah. Hey. Cool. Just a little offset rhythmic stuff here. Let's do an I. Hope that doesn't seem too weird. Throw these lyrics over. So we just posted our music video for your arrangement. I Can't Make You Love Me. It's on YouTube. Sorry, no, as you can distract me. It's okay. I can get back on. No, I'm happy to have you here. It's super cool to get to talk to you. Well, I'll have to check out your video. That's awesome. I will remember to do that when I sign off here today. I don't want to appropriate your recording for my own entertainment purposes here. But I'll check it out. That's awesome. If a lot of what I'm saying doesn't make sense, it's 9 for me. I woke up about 7:30. Haven't had breakfast yet. I'm fasting. So it's probably why I seem a little bit like, what? Is that because he's in Colorado? No, that's not. Let's see. Oh, I need to put some dynamics on this because it thinks with all those decrescendos that I want it to be like 8 pianos or something. Not extraordinarily difficult, but actually I can keep this in the ensemble, it seems. Every notification in the world just came up on my computer, and I don't need them. Okay, so I guess that might be the way the breakdown goes. It's not too bad. Yeah, so let go So let's see how this breakdown works then.
So let go.
So what's Jade asks what my advice is for writing syllables, writing wordless stuff. Things can become repetitive. I think that your inclination to want to avoid too much repetition is a good instinct, and what's going to serve you pretty well. Having a balance about repeating things like just what I just did. As opposed to writing a bunch of sort of through composed stuff, like it's just going to bunch of new material constantly or whatever. Generally, not even with syllables, just generally. It's a good inclination. You want to balance surprise and with a surprise for the listener with letting them be right once in a while, right? So with that principle in mind, it is a balance. But I think with syllables, because we don't want to draw too much attention to the fact that we're using syllables necessarily, we just want to make music. We want to, if we're using syllables, a lot of times we're trying to sort of, in a way, emulate what instruments are doing, what a big band's doing, what a combo's doing, or something like that. I think we shouldn't be too afraid of kind of staying neutral with our syllables, generally. And not trying to get too creative with syllables, because that's really where the sort of corny stuff happens in vocal jazz, the stuff that's like embarrassing to listen to or cringy for the audience. And we have to really watch out for that in vocal jazz. I'm sure I've written plenty of cringy stuff that doesn't seem cringy to me, but to some folks, they would interpret it that way. That's how they would experience it. So it's very subjective, but if we can, so I think we can kind of, I think we can kind of find sort of an average, and your taste as a writer will, influence obviously, how you do it and what's cringy to you and awkward or jigga-jang, or, weird sounding syllables or something like that. Sometimes it gets used, strange syllables for backgrounds get used a little bit more, in maybe kind of the contemporary a cappella genre, where it's entirely a cappella. They're using tons of syllables and they're trying to really provide more variety. So strange is a subjective term also, but what I mean is essentially that you I think with vocal jazz charts generally, there's enough sort of linear variety, left to right, that we can rely a little bit more on, that is like reharmonization and texture changes, say like going from a solo to the ensemble having the lyric, as opposed to a soloist having the lyric the whole song with backgrounds in the ensemble the whole time or something like that. That's really generalizing, but I think that you can, I think if you're writing in vocal jazz more, and you've got a little bit more variety, like I say, in time terms, left to right, linear, in the sound of your music, then you can get away with simpler syllables, I think. And like this is obviously, this tune well enough to know that this set of syllables here is literally just transcribing what Imogen does, and then sort of appropriating it and adding a second part, and well, hello. Yeah. So I mean, that's my advice generally, is to kind of think of it in context and think of, you have to think of what the effect is going to be on the audience all the time, and sometimes that means avoiding getting impatient with your syllables. Don't let yourself get impatient with them, because that's where some of the stuff that's a little awkward to listen to can crop up. So I think I'm going to do the fifth on this. Yeah. So it's got this going. But I think I might move this. Oh, I know, I totally know how to handle this too. I think. Yeah, absolutely, Jade. You bet. So I'll get here so that before we land on this this add 4 chord. So. And actually, now that I've gotten to that chord, I think I want to hold that into the next section. And I'm going to let the I'll let the soloist handle. This is how we use the soloist. The soloist is at our disposal for allowing us to make texture changes in these charts. They are not to be featured just for their own sake, in my opinion. I don't know who's the soloist on this tune. This is written for an ensemble to perform. And at some point somebody will take these solos. But they are serving the purpose of letting me go yeah and carry some of the ideas with some crunchy harmony into this next section to do something floatier. Because what I'll do is I'll have the rhythm section get pretty floaty here. I think the syllable will change to I on this next beat anyway, or next bar. Yeah, yeah, because we got this. Yeah, this F. This is another add 4. F add 4, and then this voicing works perfectly for G minor 11. It is G minor 11 essentially. So I just got to remember the rhythm Emmy does on solo. 1, 2.
So let go, jump.
And jump in. Yeah, okay. What's the piano doing?
So let go.
Let me just lift that from her. I can't remember what happens after that.
So let go, jump in. Oh, well, what you waiting?
Yeah. Oops.
What you waiting for?
Yeah, just steal it. That works perfectly for what we're going for here.
What you waiting for? It's alright, 'cause there's beauty.
Hey, Mateo. Good morning. Good morning. How are we today?
'Cause there's beauty.
I actually don't know what I'm doing with a lot of this. Taking a break and everything I love. Yeah, well, I'm just... Julie is going to do some recording first thing this morning, and so she's got the studio. So yeah, I'm back to working on this chart. And I know you stuck with me through that... ridiculous bass recording session. I pitched it. It sounds fine. I promise. Sounds like a bass part. It sounds robotic, as you would imagine, for using a lot of Melodyne. But no, it's cool. And the next time, when Julia's ready to take a break in the studio, I'll run down and try to finish that chart. So yeah, you should see that pretty soon. Hopefully today. And I'm doing okay. Thanks. I feel all right. I don't know. It's certainly I have to keep up with work as much as I can, but it's been what's happening in the world right now is pretty upsetting and disturbing. I think we should all be pretty concerned in the U.S. But for right now, I gotta keep working. But I think we'll be marching pretty soon. It's gonna be pretty serious. Yeah. So yeah, I'm in I'm in an okay mood, but I don't know that, I don't know. It's tough. It's hard to feel like you have a right to be in a good mood and just go about your normal business when things are being done in our name right now that shouldn't be done in our name. So, yeah. Isn't that crazy? It's too brutal. Too brutal. Not to bum anybody out, but hey, man, this is what's real. Mateo, I don't know if I don't even know, Mateo, if you're from the U.S. I don't remember if I can't remember if you hipped me to that, or to where you're from. Sorry. Anyway, I shouldn't have gone there. Whatever. That's all right. From California. Oh, well, you're in the middle of it then. You were right in the middle of it. I mean, I know that there's a difference between, I was going to say Bay Area. I know there's a difference. There's a difference between Northern California and Southern. It is like 3 states. I know they're talking about doing that. It seems unrealistic that they'll really do it, but yeah, I know it's a big difference in the Bay Area and SoCal. Yeah. Why did I put a period after yay? Is that the end of a sentence? Let's see. And you keep up with the good work and let the bad stuff pass. Yeah. Anywho, I understand. Anywho, I like it. Yeah. Yeah. So that's probably about as long as that phrase is going to go. And this feels like a decrescendoing phrase. Don't know how the dynamics will work for them there, but dang, is California really fearing the split? I would be very suspicious of the people who want that to happen, man, because they were that Cal exit thing was clearly like it clearly came from the same people who, I mean, it came from Russia. It came from all the people who wanted to split apart, split the country up and make us weaker generally. And I don't know, man. Oof. You got to be very, very suspicious right now of people with agendas like that are radical, making radical change to the country in that fashion. We are, yeah. Oof. I would be worried in California if they started really getting serious about that split thing. I don't even know how that's allowed. Is that allowed federally? I don't even know Actually, what I've done is I have ramped it up here intensity wise. I think as long as I drop the drums out. So let go. As long as the drums are laying out. Even if the rest of it has some intensity to it, I think that'll be enough. Let's see. Jump into. well, what? Let's go warmer voicings again here. So, yeah, let's get to this. So, simple, 2-part. Yeah, hopefully you have enough voters to say no when the day comes. Yeah, I just hope the situation doesn't get confused. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if people get confused about what it really means and all that, ugh. Try another move in this G minor to D minor area. I guess Oa. Doesn't really matter too much. It should sound fine either way, but I think Oa should be the trick here. Oh, I'm just waiting for my hunger to pass. Fasting. It's just gotta ride the waves. My body's like, seems about time to have breakfast, but maybe a little late. I'm starting to get hungry. Keep pounding the water, man. Yeah, let's crunch in on this. Just a few different types of voicings on these little footballs here. And take crescendo this one as well. Let's go ahead and let this be a crescendo. It's fine underneath. Oops. It attached to the wrong. Yeah. I feel like I should probably check in on some dynamics a little bit. Let's crescendo of this and then get them in it. Let's go ahead and call this forte here. Let's jump over mezzo forte. It's not a big enough change from mezzo piano to really feel like this is strong. And then so hey yeah hey yeah hey yeah hey yeah hey. Let me call this mezzo piano. Let me call this mezzo piano in the piano part and bass, I think. Yeah, that should work. This needs to be strong enough. Mezzo forte, stay strong, soloist. Let's start piano on this phrase. Mezzo forte, back down. I won't indicate the beauty and the breakdown. So let go. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll copy the previous let go, but then I need to make some changes to it. Let me do this. I'm going to move this over, but I'm going to change it somehow. Let me just temporarily throw this here. So what's happening here? Oh, this is the second half. Just get in. Yeah, what am I doing? I grabbed too much of it. I need it only grab. Let go. Yeah, let go. And the breakdown. Yeah. That should work. Okay. So that goes right here, and we'll give them a so. So strong and strong. Jade, if I emailed you my arrangement, would you mind giving me your thoughts and advice when you have the time? So I just love your arranging and look up to you as an artist. Yes, I could do that. It's a yes. It may take me a while. Just when you send it, be patient, please. Because when I'm in this mode of trying to get my summer charts done, I won't finish everything this summer. So I'll wind up with stuff to do during the school year. It's really intense. So I am pretty singularly focused. I often am fairly unprofessional and don't even answer email for like 3 days in a row because I'm just like, trying so hard to stay up on this. So just so you know, I get a little bit, I get distracted by my work sometimes, and it takes me a while to respond to things, but I will really try. just be forgiving of that if that happens, please. But yeah, I'd love to help you out. We give you some quick advice on your chart. See how you're doing. That sounds so good. So let me just move this up somehow. Let go. So let go. Let go. I'm going to move this to... Let's see what this voicing really is, though. Because this one works here, I think. So, yeah, I'll move to this voicing. Oops. Looks like that used to be a tie. This is no tie. Ooh, brutal. Everything going wrong. There we go. Just getting yeah, I think I'll hold this through. We'll change that up too. And then just getting yeah, just getting high in ha. Just getting, oh, it's so amazing. Yeah, actually, I'll just do oh, it's so amazing. Just getting, it's so amazing. So amazing. And I need to give the soloist this stuff. So amazing. Right. Let me just put those words in so I don't forget what happens there. And oops. And get rid of that now. And so disregard all the lower stuff here as we do this, because I'm going to eventually change that and make it fit with what I've written in the lead line there. Just forget the yeah, I think. And then I'll say, it's all right in the soloist now. It's all right, it's all right, it's all right. It's all right, it's all right, 'cause there's beauty. Yeah, that should do it. these voicings, but just get it. Just getting something down, but these could definitely change. Actually, these are almost certainly going to change. I need to figure out the voicings before I start writing. So let go. At least that one can stay the same. Just get in. So just get it. It's all right. If it's big, it's okay to have this repetition. Just get in. Okay. All right. See you, Mateo. Thanks a bunch. Take care. Just get it. Oh, it's maybe I'll do that voicing because it's kind of reminiscent of some of these other voicings we've had, but it keeps it in a style. Okay, if this so, yeah, that's why I wasn't sure about the so voicing. It's a lot to hang underneath that chord. So. That's okay, we'll be jazzy here and do some chordal harmony. This decrescendo is not a thing. So let's get this half step in the middle there. Amazing. Whole bar, I guess. Fifth underneath. What's going on? Oh, there it is. Amazing. Okay. That's the decrescendo. And then there's the beauty in we get to have again. Amazing. Finish. Writing that and copy there. This seems a little bit wrong. without any line. This actually seems wrong without. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. What's that line called? I forgot that. There's a name for that stupid thing. And then K does what?
It's alright, 'cause there's beauty
So we're gonna go polyphonic here to finish this stuff. Yeah, wow, come together quick, and then I just gotta write a piano part. So maybe, yeah, I think I'll be in wait. Is that the same voicing? I don't think that's what we want. We want the ensemble not singing the lyric there. We want them just dealing with this ah. Let's see. So more like half note polyphony here, and then it'll switch to quarter note stuff to elaborate, maybe get into some eighth notes before the end there. So let's see. We're gonna have them breathe at different times, so there's this overlapping going on. Yeah. Let's get them all in unison here before yeah, the breakdown. Yeah, the breakdown. Oh yeah. I don't know yet. see. It gets up to the same note. And then what do we not have most of the time? Just got to fill in the gaps. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. D minor. Yeah. 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 Hey, oh shoot. I'm sorry that you may have this problem with your name sometimes. Jaron, I don't know how exactly to say it, but I really appreciate what you said. Thanks again for streaming, showing your working progress, all of it. Anyway, thank you. Sorry, if you want to teach me how to pronounce your name properly, I'll try to remember it in the future. But yeah, thanks for saying that. Are you maybe from Europe? I thought you were. Just got the repertoire for vocal pop and jazz days. Yeah, that's what they call it, vocal pop and jazz days. No, it's okay. So then I'm probably very badly pronouncing it. Should be a y at the beginning, maybe, or something. Janssen. I'm very, very excited to have the opportunity to be in the Netherlands and work with some super cool folks. I've seen videos of the VP JD Vocal Jazz Pop Days or Vocal Pop and Jazz Days, and I've been in touch with, of course, Annalisa Schmad and Tis Kramer, and it just seems like it's going to be such a great experience out there, and we're very happy to get the hell out of the United States for a little while as well. So, because we're not really feeling super patriotic at the moment. So we're happy to come visit a place where things are a little more together. I think. Yeah, but yeah, excited about it. That's awesome. That'll be kind of striking when it hits the A natural, I think. I hope it's striking and not terrible. Just come on up to Canada. Hey man, I've been hearing stuff about that. I know. I know. I gotta try to hang in and help my country if possible. I know that seems grandiose, but Yeah, so that's a decent phrase and fills in some missing pieces of harmony. Yeah. 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 Just get a little bit of motion there. I know it's gonna have an octave on that D with the sopranos, but I think that should be okay. Yeah. And then this should tell me what notes left. Let's see. I'll do an on-purpose flat 9 interval here. I think that should be kind of cool. Yeah. Oh, and maybe I'll skip over the second B flat there, so it's maybe I'll do yeah. And then that's the E flat. I just hang on that through this whole bar and get to the end. Yeah. So now what do we have? I guess it's just meant to be strong here the whole time. Might just be all ahs in this section. Oh, I got a message. I need to quickly check. I'm sorry, this is personal. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Yeah, I think it'll be different. I think this is... you know, this really is... This D chord really is B flat 2 over D. I'm just going to call it what it is. Because, I really don't like having Aeolian in charts that people think are jazz. Related, at least. It's going to be confusing for somebody. Make sure there's breathing for everybody. Should be good there. I know, that's like E flat 2 over G. Do I have other E flats going in there? That's what I'm going to do, yeah. E flat 2 over G. If we're going to do that, I need to make it written, or I need to make sure it's written right. So. Let's try. Shoot. Shoot. So we'll start get a little bit of like beat 2 hits and stuff happening around here. Yeah, just build it up. So a little cross voicing there with the second soprano, but just to get a little bit of a nudge on that, you know, half step in the lead, and then jump away. Da, 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 Okay, I think we'll do that. You can listen to this again, how it gets into this. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Give us a chord instead. Cool. Okay. Now I can play around with this a little bit. Yeah, I just wasn't sure about that. Let's see. And let's just wind up on on a dotted half chord in F6/9 each time. Yeah, this is just not needing reharm. It's cool enough, I think. See, they've been going for a while. They would need a break before that. B4. And then, might just hold them on this. I think we can do this. Yeah, they just stopped moving, the second sopranos, because they just kind of, they cover some important ground with that G the whole time. Although I could do. Okay, cool. And then that's cool. All right, listen to that in context, second half. And yeah, I think the ensemble is gonna lead this from now on. So what I'm gonna do, write a line that works for the sopranos. That has more motion. Huh. And this has to be B flat 2 over D again. It's not reharm really. It's just kind of renaming it because, in fact, is this E flat? No. I did an E flat 2 over G here in this G minor. So I might do that as well. I mean, it's all just one scale. I mean, and that's the thing. So the bass part's moving, but it is just weaving around one scale. Yeah, just play this. Yeah. Where are we? We're close to the finish here. Going to go with the dominant chord there. I haven't had a single dominant chord in this whole chart, and I'm not going to start on the second to last bar. So in this case, just the triad should do. Work back into this. This is all I have to write, really, except for the piano. What's up, Jade? Okay. So we've got a little bit more motion. We're going to have definitely still more motion in the bottom three parts. So I've got to write these in order, I think. You got this, Carrie. You're almost done. Well, really, yeah, no, I got to write the whole drum part and the piano part and syllables on this, and then kind of go through it and make sure that it's good. But I mean, it is definitely getting close. Just really have to just decide what to do with all this polyphony, and this method tends to work pretty well. But essentially, the idea is I'm trying to write melodic sounding lines. They're all diatonic. something that'll allow them to be expressive individually, but then I have to keep checking vertically to see like up and down. It's like, oh, is this, or do I already have this note? Is this going to be, or is it okay that I already have that note? And it's, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I just missed what I'm gonna have to get urine. Gosh, I don't know Dutch pronunciation. I'm so bad. I mean, I guess I'm just like a lot of Americans. I really try languages. I started learning Dutch. Life is busy, but I started learning Dutch. And because life is busy, when I sort of worked out that the Netherlands is one of the top English as a second language speaking countries in the world, I was like, oh, I'm going to probably be able to speak English the entire time I'm there without it really causing any problems. So I abandoned my Dutch work. I would have been I bought the Rosetta Stone. Un. Oh, that's so helpful. Un. Jeroen. Awesome. Maybe, I don't know if it's a y, if it's like in some slightly Germanic languages with a y, Jeroen Janssen. Or if it's je, I think it'd be Jeroen. I'm guessing. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Well, I'm glad that when I see you, I can even click on your picture and I'll know what you look like, and then when I see you in a couple months, I'll be like, Jeroen, we're long friends from my stream. We're long friends, long time friends. Look, English might be my second language, and my first language is vocal jazz voicings, I guess. I don't know. Oh, and I get to hold this against this. Yeah. 2, 3, rest. All right, Jeroen. Look, a person's name is, they say, the most beautiful sound in the world to any individual person, right? Is that true? So you want to get it right for them. You don't want to mess it up. Dutch class with Jeroen and Carrie. What's up? Yeah. Let's see. But Jade, you're in. Where'd you say? Oh yeah, that you're in like Ontario and stuff, aren't you? Yeah, you're in Ontario, so you don't necessarily have French chops. Maybe you do. Do you have French chops? Do you know some French? That's more your neighbors, I would guess, but I don't know. Maybe you just have to learn it because it's like around a lot. You know, you see it on. You know, here's the one I want to know. How do you pronounce the word for shampoo in French? Because I always see it. It's like it looks like shampooing. And I just really want to know. Like, my God, is that French for it? And anyway, okay. Huh. Hey, Harmony Choir. Good day. What's up? Good day. Guten Morgen. See, I think that was that Norwegian and then German? Okay. Why don't I write music? I'm getting, no, it's okay. You guys are beautiful. Keep talking to me. It's all good. Doesn't get better than that, lol. And negative on the French. I know more Korean. Ah. Aha. That's super cool. Well, yeah, that's great. I have zero Korean. That's I've enjoyed picking up a lot of tiny bits of languages here and there. It's just fun and enjoyable. And but Korean, I haven't made it to that ever. There will be that's right. There are going to be Germans. Jawohl. Okay, at Vocal Pop and Jazz Days. Started on Swedish though. Oh, that's cool. they say I love you is like El Scarde or something like that. I just know that the real group sings that a lot. El Scarde or something. It sounds kind of something like that. El Scarde. Anyway. Let's do it. Let's go. Come on, second sopranos. I want to use an E natural so bad, but it would be the worst move in the world. Yeah. Let me just hold that. Breath. Breathe, and then just hang on the F for a little bit. Ooh, shall we join them? So we're winding all of it down. Yeah, starting to join them together, but not quite yet. Let's see. Never learned French. I started in Swedish, though. Okay, well, I never... Well, okay, well, I have. But never retained. You know, my siblings are fluent, though. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So, oh, Lord, we did Remembrance. And I'm soprano 1. Why carry why law? I thought you guys liked singing high C's once a chart. Come on, 1. You get 1. Why carry why? No, dude. No. Actually, no, I know you're not talking about this one. You mean Remembrance because... it's like this crazy... It's this crazy... stuff on high D. I don't remember if it goes higher than that ever, but it's just how long it hangs on to it, and out of nowhere, boom, it really hits it. I mean, it's rude. I mean, it's really a rude decision, but it works real. I'll bet it sounded beautiful in your group, by the way. I'll bet Magnetics just rocked the heck out of that. But what was I gonna say? It was written really for my group to show off my group, and had really pretty solid soprano 1 section, like your group did, I imagine. So I wanted to feature them doing that, and it came off good for us. And of course, Julia can do that for days. I don't know if you know my wife's singing, but yeah. Anyway. Oh, this is a long phrase. They need to go da, ha, da, da. Ha, ha. Let's see, they need to not be close to this. Da, ha, yo. Okay, so I think that duo stuff should work, and I'll just keep adding to it. Jade says, I loved it. I'm talking about Remembrance, I guess. But I swear I'm mezzo-soprano. My teacher wanted me to be an S1. So it was the same with the end of Magnolia. Yeah, again, that's another one that was written for vertical voices really first, and then I adapted it for other people to do it. Eventually, I had my group sing it, but said I'd be off mic and louder than everyone. That's the way it goes. Is your voice? Do you feel like your voice is heavier than a lead soprano would be? Like it just has a little bit more weight to it? That's you can sing those notes, even as an alto, so you can squeak some of those things out occasionally. But it's really about the quality up there that you're going for, ideally. All right, so I need. Did I always start? Yeah, I've been starting on the downbeat with that blah blah blah. So I guess just keep doing that. What's the next good note in the chord? No, I'm just lazy. Lazy, so you want to sing middle parts? You want to sing S2? And jump between S1 and S2 all the time? And that's... I don't think you're lazy. If you're wanting to be a mezzo. I know, it's more physical work singing up there in that range, but... Let's see. Yeah, that covers some new ground. Oh, no. I've got the B flat up there. So, this is more spread. So Jay says, I love the crunch and the challenge of the S2 stuff, but what my teacher did was separate the notes at the end. Oh, last three chords, which made things way harder. Separate them at the end. I know what you mean. We put space in between them, right? That kind of separating, not separating people from... Wow. I can just hear my own part. I can't remember what freaking happens after that line. I just know that the yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can just imagine it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Well, sometimes things need to be challenging. I hope it was a good effect on the gig. Let's see. The ooh dot ooh wow dot ooh dot dot. Oh yeah. Ooh dot. Yeah, I see. Mm-hmm. So for recording demos, have you ever considered outsourcing someone to sing bass too, like Evan or somebody? Yeah, I've considered it for a minute, but I mean, I do so many of them a year. It's not professional recording. I mean, it's a profession, but I mean, it's not. These aren't meant to be. I'm not going for a Grammy on these things or anything. So they really are demos. We want it to be good quality, so it's inspiring in a way that to everybody, the students listening. But it doesn't bug me too much to have the bass parts robo carry, I mean, geez, Rosanna Eckert sings all her parts on SATB charts. She sings the bass parts, you know. She doesn't pitch them or anything. She just does it. I mean, she's got Gary Eckert in her house as well. But I think to be just like I do sometimes when I sing all the parts and Julia's in the house, it's the same deal. Like, just it's more expedient just to knock it out yourself and you got it. If recording these things becomes at some point well, I mean, that's why we wanted to work with Greg Jaspers and Jennifer Barnes, you know. Yeah, isn't Rosanna amazing? Oh God, right? Yeah, she is an angel among us. I agree. Super cool gal, awesome writer, fantastic musician. She's a mama, good lady. Let me see. Robocarry. Need to get on a t-shirt, Robocarry. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's really just owning the pitch correction, essentially. You know, I mean, there's so much. There's like a stigma or something about it, because it's like, oh, if I pitch correct myself, it means I can't sing in tune. No, man, I can sing in tune. It's takes me a while. I can do it live when I really work on it and focus. It's tiring. It's hard to do for me throughout an entire recording session. And I'm not quite as skilled as some people who can you know, who have iron vocal cords and they can sing for hours and hours. So yeah, I guess it's just a part of acknowledging, like, yeah, of course I use Melodyne. My God, I want it to be really in tune on my parts. Now that's our method. Usually it tends to, most of the time, Julia, I mean, we would never really pitch correct her stuff because her method for recording, she likes to go in and spend the time and you know, get it all nails. But sometimes if we're in a hurry, you know, I mean, it's, you know, we could theoretically even do that with her, but we just wouldn't do it on like a Vertical Voices album or I mean, I did pitch I showed off pitching my bass parts on the Vertical Voices record. We also wanted to keep that simple and not necessarily say carry, or, you know, Dallas and Marsh plus with guest bass singer such and such. That's just not the way we wanted to do it, but kept it a little simpler this way. Okay, so this line is not terribly melodic at the moment. I like this. I gotta do something a little stretchier. I might just hold this though. For rehearsal tracks, I like the sung parts. I don't mind the Melodyne being applied. Yeah, well, and you're getting plenty of them, aren't you, Jeroen? I mean, like, yeah, because yeah, the guys, every time the guys sing my stuff, you hear it just super, you know, but it helps you learn the notes, and that's the whole point. There's some style still in there. I still have, I allow the scoops and things occasionally and all that stuff, so you can, you should be able to get a sense of the general timbre of the sound, you know, and of course you get the pronunciation, you know, unified a little bit. Julia and I tend to be pretty unified with that, so yeah, you might as well. Yeah, and piano sound rehearsal tracks are none at all. And I have some of those still on old charts. I think like First Train Home is that way. Some of those are still, you know, like from back in the day. My older charts I had piano tracks, and I don't have possession anymore of the recording project files. So it would cause me to need to re-record everything, and there's just no time for that when I'm trying to write new music. So yeah, so I still have those, but boy, everything else, everything new, I'm doing that. I do minus tracks, which I found to be useful for people when possible. But again, only those on the newer charts, rhythm tracks, everything. Yeah, and looking into creating piano rehearsal tracks for a while. Yeah. Yep. I agree. Okay. Singing your own parts. Oh yeah, sing your parts for existing songs. Great learning experience too. It is, isn't it? It's good sight reading. Practicing doing those tracks. I wonder how weird it is for you that I'm on a big 30-second delay with all of the things you write. I know that that's the case. Like for me, the conversation is super normal. Oh yeah, but you write 3 things and then later I say an answer to it. And it's possible for me to get this tighter, but it would be, I think, worse quality visual stream, and I think it might make it to where you can't see the notes quite as well. I don't know how well you see them now. You'd almost certainly, I think, have to have your screen blown up, or have this in full screen. Screen blown up. I have it in full screen to see it. Okay. So say 1, 2. So there. So altos, you're pushing it a little bit. And then what do we have? Hi, Das Music 116. What's up? Good morning. I'm so happy to see you. Hey, I got some people joining in today. That's nice. It's good to see you guys. Great quality chart. Thank you. Oh. Let's see. Let's keep moving. Take them over their break a little bit. Thank you, alto ones. You're gonna mix voice on this for me if you would. Yeah, and so the decision to get off of this D natural on beat 4 is obviously just because the soprano 2s are covering it right there. I need that 7th. I need the 3rd here, and I need the 7th there. And it allows them to kind of wail a little bit. So I like this line for those reasons, but then get them out of there after 2.5 bars-ish, so they don't have a ton of breathing troubles. There's just breaks all throughout here, this whole polyphonic section, but it should seem pretty layered. Now we're starting to wind down our range at this stage. So, yeah. And then, I'm not able to use the 9th and D minor chords because really I don't want to do too much of that E flat thing. Although it might sound good here, maybe. Take a quick breath and then 1, 2. Yeah, just winding down there for them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Let's see how these 3 parts mesh together. should work. And then let me find out what the alto 2s are going to do. Let me also listen back to the beginning of this polyphony. This is the breakdown. This is it. This is the chaos. This is the breakdown. But if you just let go of a thing like this and just let it rip, I guess that's the idea. That's the sort of metaphorical idea here. It can be beautiful. And we hope that this all lines up beautifully together when it's sung. I have to decide on some syllables because that'll change this whole thing. I mean, if I don't know. Anyway, write this bass part and get it done. Altos rather. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Da. It's up there with Minnesota. Oh, I see. Yeah. Van Sensei says, absolutely not surprised that this is for a Colorado high school because they could handle it. I don't know why, but the quality of choral singing over there is astounding. Have you found that generally to be the case in Colorado? I mean, I have. I mean, yeah, it's good choral singing in Colorado for sure, I think. Up there with Minnesota, and you're living... Well, Minnesota is just, yeah, certainly, I think probably more known for it, aren't they? With the, the sort of Lutheran choral tradition up there. This particular group is a very strong, group within... It's a strong women's choir within a really, really excellent music program generally, but also, as far as I know, especially the vocal program is... very well taken care of with, Janice Vlachos is an excellent director, and there's a pretty good long tradition that she's had there at that school. So yeah, absolutely. I know that I can write all these diatonic lines that might be easy for some groups to forget, because they're kind of similar and stuff. But if I can get them all to intermesh and weave around and do this, they'll be able to sing it. It's why I went with this 4-staff option, whereas we've got a lot of the rest of the chart is written in a grand staff format. So close to listening to the whole thing here. We're on the way. Let me just knock this out. Figure out what these last alto notes are. No. I think I can hold that over. How much D? There's not a lot of D, just on the downbeat. 2, 3, off. And then, and then downbeat here for them. C, B flat, G, F. Da, 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 nah. That'll kind of work with the lead soprano line a bit and hopefully have a good effect. I feel like jumping over the alto 1. Yeah. That should work, I think. And rest for them. D, C, F, and then G. Might need to, let me dip down to the B flat. Da, yo, 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 no. Yo, yo, hey, peak here, we'll let them get that high up. I'm gonna write this in parallel with that line again, because nobody's here to say I can't do that. Oh. How long is a D needed? Only for 2 beats. Your breath. Your How close am I to the finish here? I need to get G. Okay, good. I think we've found the line that's going to work for them. Okay, so think that would be hipper than what I've normally done in situations like this, which would just be down. I think that'll sound kind of cool at the end. So, what to do with the syllables? We will talk about that after we listen to the whole chart. Mezzo piano on this. Starting there again. This space in here every time I've heard it. Yeah, I think beat 2. Let's see. Maybe I'll spread this out chordal. Oh yeah, I can see where this is gonna go. So. If I do a later now. Yeah, that's fine. I just need one more like crescendo thing. Cool. sits, and God, I'm freezing. Yikes! So cold. So I need to write these syllables in. So. Hey, why don't I use the syllable language from here? Hey, ya, hey. Hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, I. Hey, ya, hey, I. Hey, hey, I. Hey, 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 hey. Thanks, Jade. I appreciate it. Hey, A. Hey, A. Have I written hey, A? How did I write A in this? Yeah, hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, I. Yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. It's a long phrase. Yeah, yeah. I think I'll give them that break there. It's too long. Anybody else doing too long of a phrase? Well, I'll encounter it when I write it. Yeah, hey, yeah. In as much as this is the same, I want them to be the same syllables. Okay. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Yay, yay, yay. And then, yeah, da, da, yeah. And then I'll maybe open up the syllable language here a little bit. Yeah, da, yeah, da, da, yeah, yeah, da, da, yeah, da, da, yeah. What? Hey, hey, I, hey, oh, I'll bet yours sounds really, really good. 7-part acapella mixed. I'll bet it's pretty cool. I hope it's fun to sing. It seems like it's going to be pretty big and open for the choir once they get it. So can't wait to hear how Julia sounds on it. Yeah. Hey, day, lady, hey, day, hey, day, hey, day, I'm doing hey like that. Day, oh, it's not a cappella. Let's see. Wait. I tend. So 7-part with rhythm section too. Well, that's even more so. That's thick. Yeah, I've kept this. I think entirely. Did I do divisi on this ever? Oh, I tend to shy away from acapella. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know that I ever did any divisi. I think this is straight 4-part. Please be straight 4-part. It would be so much easier to deal with if it is. I think I've never done divisi within one of these 4. No. Yeah. It's just 4. Marketable in that case. Helps the chart sell a little bit. Makes it a little easier. It's possible I could call this a level 4 if it seems appropriate after we kind of sing through it and stuff, as opposed to it being a 5 if it were to split and have a little bit more chromaticism in it. And I know a bunch of other people that are going to sing Day together. Yeah, and this is O. Actually, no woes in there necessary. Whoa, whoa. So we're darkening the syllables as whoa, whoa. I have more freedom doing much more colorful chords, especially in the beginning and the end. Yeah, I'll bet you did. Yeah, seven's a lot of parts. 6 is like, well, no, for acapella 6 is requisite for like having complete chords with color all the time. 5 with rhythm section if you don't need bass notes in there, if you don't need roots in any of the chords. 4 is good, but can be a little bit limiting at times. And this there are things about this that are limited, but not in a pejorative sense. I just think I haven't done reharm on this. It's really kind of setting the original arrangement. But I think that'll have a good effect because the original arrangement's great. Hey, yeah, hey. Second soprano time. Hey, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, I'll agree sometimes with the other parts and stuff, and sometimes they'll separate. Yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. So breaking it apart a little bit, syllable wise. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, 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 day, yeah, I, yeah, 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 day, I think. 1, 2, 3, oops. Yeah, yeah, day, yeah, ba, yeah, ba, day, yeah, ba, day, yeah, day, yeah, ba, day, ba, day, day, yeah, day, hey, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, da, way, yeah, da, yeah, da, way. Whoops. That's so funny. I wrote the opposite thing. Way, way, way. Mm. Mm. Hey, 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 oh, hey, no. Ha, ha, yeah, yeah, ha, day, day, all O's here. Oh, whoa, 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 I'll just call that a wah also. Not an Iwa. I'll get sued for that. Let's see. And then, wow, I'm very tired. Wow, about to fall asleep. About to fall asleep, folks. I don't think I will be writing the piano part and the drum part on stream. I think most likely I will just, I'll finish these syllables, and I think I'll probably finish the rest of the chart off stream, and maybe I'll do an update, like I've been doing sometimes, where I do a bunch of work off stream and say, hey, here's a quick 5-minute thing, just play through the thing so you can see what I did, and then I'll just leave it like that. Hey, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, huh, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, hey, hey, lady, yeah. Because you can do whatever you want. All right. Thanks so far. See you next time. Yorun, thank you for coming and hanging out. I am going to take a nap. I'm exhausted. I just didn't get a whole ton of sleep last night, but I woke up early and I was like, I might as well get some writing done. But it doesn't. I really don't attribute it to the intermittent fasting, because that's generally been a thing that's actually it's I think what kept me up last night, because I have so stinking much energy from doing the fasting. It's helped a lot, and losing weight, so that's good. Feel good generally, but I love that. I took it seriously and everything, and I'm sure you meant to really seriously ask me if I'm going to take a nap, but it is hilarious to see. Are you going to take a nap? My favorite, I bet Yorun is not here anymore, but my favorite, actually, I'm not going to tell this. I'll tell them the story I'll tell them the story in the Netherlands. I'll save it for them. Anyway, yes, I should go home and take a nap. Yes, I'm very tired. I'm feeling very sleepy. I should probably have trained more in advance of this session. Hey ya, hey oh I yeah yeah. We do yeah yeah. Yeah yeah. Are you going to take a nap? Yep. Day, day, yeah. Hey yeah. It doesn't line up with the dots, but it does line up with this hey yeah hey yeah yeah yeah. Hey yeah hey yeah yeah hey yeah hey yeah. Hey ya, hey ya. Oh, I. Oh, hey ya, 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 ya, hey ya, ya. I am getting tired. Hey ya, hey ya, hey oh, hey ya, hey ya day, ya day, hey ya day, hey ya, I, ya, ya, ya day, ya, day, ya, ya, ya day, ya day, ya day, ya, ya day, ya day, ya, ya day, ya day. Yada 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 that'll work. And then hey ya, hey ya, day, hey ya, day ya, 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 oh way, I think. Oh way, way day, way ya, oh way ya day, way ya day, way ya day, hey hey ya. Hey ya, hey ya, day, ya, and then hey ya, day, ya, hey ya, hey ya, day, hey ya, day, day, ya, and then oh, 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 I think is right. Oh, thinking of throwing a whoa in there somewhere, but I kind of want to stay consistent. Whoa, 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 ha. They don't get, I want that to agree so they don't get a whoa. Breakdown. And one more line of syllables. It's intuition, it's looking at what else I've done, it's ears / intuition. I mean, I don't know. There's no hard and fast rules about this, but hey, yeah, I mean, you can tell what will slide into the next syllable well. You can get a vibe on, I've overused this. You can use color up and down in a big phrase, like to go darker with woes at the end and stuff. So, I mean, those are principles behind this, but it is largely just instinct at this point. And maybe not good. I hope it's good. Yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey. Oh, let's match the altos up together. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, hey. Hey, yeah, hey. Yeah. Day, yeah. Day, yeah. Yeah, yeah. 2 ya's in a row. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. even trying to sing the right notes. Hey, hey. Hey, day. Ya de, day, day, ya, ya, da, da, de, ya. Oops. Hey, 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 hey. And then I'll just tie that over. Yeah, yeah, da, da, yeah, da, 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 hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, da, hey, yeah, da, yeah, yeah, buddy. Badea, badea, hey. Hey, ya, de, you are, you, first time I used you, but that works there. There you are. Yeah, yeah, wah. Ya, day, ya, ya. Yada 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 ha de oh oh whoa, what did I just do? Oh oh whoa ooh whoa. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, that's it. So nothing really to play back through again at the end of this one. I played through it. I played through it a little bit ago. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do as Das Music says and go lay down and try to get some rest, because I'm gonna try to finish this thing today. I have to finish this thing today for sure. It's not too hard to do, but I'll write the piano, drum set, and I'll get all this looking right on the score and everything, because it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But I'll do that stuff probably off stream, and then I'll come back and do a quick one and just kind of play through the final version of it for you before I sign off on the arranging part of this tune. But thank y'all for joining me. Thanks a bunch for joining in and watching the process. And I hope you learned something, enjoyed your hang, and I'll talk to you later.